Hello, everyone. Welcome to the One Conscious Love Network. I'm here with Jennie. Jennie and I met online, actually. This Facebook, people complain a lot about Facebook, but you also meet beautiful, wonderful people on there. And so I'm really happy that we met and that you agreed to come on today and share who you are and what you do. And so, Jennie, with that, please introduce yourself and tell us how you shed your light in the world.
So I am it's funny when I give these like what I am answers, I'm like, oh, how do you just like take all of who you are and shove it into a sentence? And I'm kind of switching it up all the time. So I call myself a Lightwalker because ultimately I'm like part Lightworker, part Jedi Knight.
That's
And so,
beautiful.
yeah, and I find that when I do my walking, that's when I really tap in the easiest, and that's when I get a lot of downloads and peace, and it's just kind of works for me. But in 3D land, you would know me to be a business coach. I call myself a soul visibility architect because a lot of what I do is to take um, people's like human design, their gene keys, their astrology, and look at their overall cosmic blueprint. And then it helps me help you in marketing. I ultimately am a marketing coach, I suppose, but it just feels more magic than that. Um, I do lean heavily into the magic. I call all of my tribe, the shiny magic makers. We are just people who feel like you're made for more. You feel like you're on a mission. You may not know how to monetize that. And so that's where a lot of my work comes in because I'm here to help other people shine. So
Yeah.
I'm a real light holder, like holding it, um, anchoring it in, and I'm not a coach who's got 5 steps for this and 10 steps. Everybody's so unique. And so I really treat everyone like the unique, shiny magic maker that they are, because really there is not a one shoe fits all kind of strategy to feel supported, funded. Personal transformation is always a part of business transformation. So just wanting to be more you, those are the people that I'm attracted to. People that are trying to be more themselves and don't really maybe know all of how. I got fun tools we can go look at.
Yes, that's so beautiful. I love that because it is a really challenging thing to discover, right? How we are often motivated by just the beauty that we're experiencing, wanting to share for the world to become better and to be more loving and supportive for others. And it's a real challenge on how about to do that. So I love how you're matching the all the human design horoscope, all of these different modalities into a real practical aspect of growth and achieving people's desires to change things.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are taking advice that's not really made for them. And then they get very frustrated and then they feel like things aren't working or what's wrong with me. They start to bring their energetic, down and the frequency down. It's like that's not what you want. You want to be at the peak excitement and the height of like feeling not just worthy, but like, your purpose. Like you feel engaged, right? And you feel alive. And the day flies because you're just doing what you love. And if you're stuck like trying like I always give this example of like if your coach told you or you just heard somewhere like on a podcast and they say, oh, you have to have a Facebook group. It's like, no, not all of us are supposed to have Facebook groups. Some of us are really good to be in someone else's Facebook group, but not really to run and host a Facebook group. That's a whole different skill set and energy set. And we see it in the I Ching, which is an ancient Chinese philosophy that is analogy of a house. Some of us are out of the house people and some of us are in the house people. So if you're trying strategies to be getting out messages and sharing and feeling you know like for example, I had a podcast and this was 10 years ago or so, and well, maybe not that long, but yeah, almost. And it was amazing. I had 500,000 downloads. It was like a lot of people listening to it, and I was getting huge like accolades, and people were writing the most beautiful things. I only
Mhm.
got 2 clients and 500,000 downloads, 2 clients. I was like, this is a lot of work. Why isn't this working? Right? I was like, why? And my guests would come on and they were getting clients from the shows. So I was like,
Mm.
and when I learned about human design, that's really what kind of the light, I was like, oh, I make a great host. And I even set up my funnel so that as a host, I could make, but people weren't hearing me. They were really, because I'm really great making the other person shine. I would
Mhm.
just be making them shine, and they're all shiny. Everybody's happy, except I was like, this is too much work to be doing. I'm not making any money. So I stopped doing it. And had I been told, no, you would do better to just have a show where it's just you talking, only you, not bringing in guests, right?
Right.
I do imagine that would have been different, but it still probably would not have been that profitable for me because I actually have all the energetics to be where people need to get to know me and
Mm.
invite me to help them. I'm a 2/4 emotional projector. For anybody that knows human design, that means I really don't need to be the one. Like I'm better as being the guide showing people what to do and not actually the one doing it. It's so
Yes.
much. So who knew? Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful realization because I do find it sad. I mean, when I started this journey of becoming a healer practitioner, it's probably 2.5 years ago now. I would say 90% of the people that started with me have given up, stopped, right? And it has a lot
Yes.
to do with that. It's not a match. It's not intended. It's intended well, but it's not intentional development, right? And so they're
Yes.
mismatching their so I think that's really beautiful work that you're doing and that you've realized for yourself and now are able to create it for
Well, that
others,
was part of it, right? Like when I realized
right?
for myself that I'm spinning my wheels, I thought, I bet there's other people that are also spinning their wheels. And then it just kind of organically grew into what I'm doing. But like, originally I'm trained as a ADHD coach. So I'm a
Mm,
professional certified ADHD coach too. So there's that, which contributes to the shiny tribe because my people are the shiny object syndrome people.
mm,
Like in human design, that's when I learned that. I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. I'm not only that way, so are all my people. So what do we do about that, right? And you start to find strategies that work for you and you share, and then you kind of can grow if it's a business you want. Or, I also have some clients who are just, moms, that I don't say just moms. I'm a mom and it's not a just mom thing, but like,
mhm, mhm.
they're working, building a home and creating a family, right? And some
Yeah,
of
they're
those are
just
my
wanting
clients
that
too.
deeper knowledge for their own personal use as well. It doesn't have
Yes.
to be for the
It
business
doesn't have to be
application.
business, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it tends to be most of my clients are business related. I have a program
Mm,
that I, promote, but my one-on-one clients, a lot of them are not in business. They're either employees
mhm,
or like I said, they work from home or work at home, working on building a home
mhm,
with family. And so because a lot of the well, you were talking about love, right? Like a lot of the ways people feel they're contributing in the world is building these loving relationships. And sometimes your own emotional stuff can get in the way. And so I find I end up doing some work like that just to help people not just clear, but also to find for their own selves what's important for yourself and what's not. You have to as you grow your awareness, grow in your enlightenment of yourself, right? You realize you have
mhm,
capacity to hold so much more and you can do more and be more always if you want.
mhm.
No pressure.
No, absolutely. That's beautiful. I love that you're sharing that and that you're growing that in the world. And I love that you have these programs and courses available. So we'll have to make sure to put the comments and the links so people can find you easily and find those resources for themselves. One question I always ask everyone is, what's one conscious love for you? What does it mean?
So I I tend to look at the all as like everything is one thing.
Mhm.
Like, and I use the example like imagine a cat, right? We're all together, we look like a cat. And so if there's like a war, something going on, people, I have clients that ask me like, how am I supposed to feel good when like a leg is broken? A country's, people being displaced or something's awful, there's people dying and all these horrible things. Like, because collectively that's still part of us. And when the leg is broken, right, on the cat, we need all the other parts of the cat to be functioning well and happy and eating and sustaining life and taking care of themselves so they can nurture that broken, sick part back when it's time. And that's one love to me is you have to just know you're just a part of it all. You're
Mm.
not separate from any of it. You're not separate from any of it. So loving yourself has to be the biggest part to be exuding out for the greater benefit of all. And if you do that back, then I'm going to benefit and we all benefit together.
I love that. That's beautiful. I love the analogy too of the connection between the balance of things, right? And how we can all help each other, the greater good by focusing on the essentials and that energy being balanced out by our positivity as well. That's beautiful. I love that. Let's love that.
Yeah, it's almost like your responsibility to love more when you know that others aren't capable in this moment to put it out. We have to take up the slack a little bit. So, and it's not slack, that's not the right term, but like if they're not able because they're fighting for their lives right now, then and we are able, it's on us to do that because it does benefit them.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. Anything else you want to share with everyone watching?
No, I'm just excited about this community and everybody sharing and learning from each other. You're doing such beautiful work. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Jenny. It's such a pleasure to have you and to share what you do and to get people introduced to you and your beauty. And I think that for all the people that are watching that are maybe feeling a little lost, not sure what they want to do, or that are not getting success, I think they should reach out, make a new friend, and get to know you and get to benefit from you.
Absolutely. Yes, I
That's
love to talk and meet people, and there's just anytime if someone would like to talk, just reach out in the DMs. I'm very accessible.
beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And please reach out to Jenny and make a new connection. You're going to be better for it. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.